we have Simi. Simi, please answer this question. If you could, what would you do to make dance an important part of your life?
Uh, and actually, I would prefer to say two parts of the answer. Actually, the first thing is like I completely detached with the dance, all the activities from 2019 August. So I feel like because even though I'm not dancing, Grace was going to the dance school, so I was connecting with her actually. But when I go back India, then it's completely detached. Then the self realization, what you just now said, right? So what is I'm doing actually? Because it was just haunting me, and the pandemic, of course, the it was just haunting me. Something is missing. Always I feel something is missing. I think I too many time we shared lots of things actually, and after come back, I feel like okay, never mind. It's once I rejoin the yoga class because I was literally missing my classes. So I just thinking like okay, not classes, meeting you guys. Actually, that's a true thing. So I feel like okay, once I go back, everything will be all right. That's what my thought actually. Then one day, few weeks before, I just searching some information for Grace. I just saw one interesting write up. So in that write up, actually, it's mentioning about key elements of dance and the benefits of dance. I just read it because it was regarding dance, so I just read it. Then it really makes me to think. Oh my God, it is not something like just go back and just I can able to do whatever the feeling, everything I can retain. No, because it was mentioned like body, action, uh, space, time, and energy, the key factors of dance. Then it really makes me to sit and think, oh, I need to do something because I gained weight a lot. So I definitely body is the tool of dance actually. So I need to work for that. Then another thing, action. Definitely I need to do something. Uh, just sitting and simply saying I want to do something, it won't work. Then of course time, space, and energy, which I don't have now. So I just thought in that way, like, oh my God, what is the this is the time which really I self-realize, oh my God, I need to do something. Because over these years, I understand one thing, that dance is the only activity which giving me full happiness. Even I remember when Giri saying like, how can you smile and do the adavus? Because I was very happy when I do adavus. Even it doesn't matter me if I need to do some dance, perform some dance item. I just want to do the dance. Adavu also it give me happiness. That's the thing actually happened to me because I lost my path 18 years ago. And then the realization came first time when I met teacher Geeta. So that's the time which I remember teacher told me one time saying that, Simi, don't dance, don't compare yourself with Sangu or Giri. You just dance, just be yourself and dance. You're 30 plus year old lady. You just dance like that. So that's
Yes.
the time, that's the time I never forget that word actually. Then it quickly the change happened in my mind. So really this is what my answer, because I need to do too many things to first of all making my dance an important, currently the important part, current situation. And if you ask me in future what I need to do, definitely if I can able to do, I will leave everything behind and just dance. Because that's what I feel like. I feel like I need, that's why my purpose actually, I thought like that, but I never do that. I lost my path only because of myself. Because I'm also coming from a Christian family, and that's a true thing. But my parents was too much supporting, and they actually, my father wished I need to go to Kalashetra, and he was just eagerly waiting me to say that, Appa, I want to go to Kalashetra, but I just go to computer science. So it was my thought which I mistakenly chosen. Then it took over 15 to 16 years me to just think that, oh Simi, you did a mistake. So now I can't do anything. But I feel if I could get a opportunity again, I definitely leave everything behind. I ask Abby to handle everything and just dance. So, and thank
There
you
you
so
go.
much, Anna, giving me the platform to talk.
Oh, that's a good thing to wish for too, right? Everything will be all right, not to worry. You know, what something you said, Simi, just reminded me how this whole project that Gita teacher had created, our Odyssey. Some of you may have been watching the videos on YouTube. And the main thing that she had wanted her students to do was that just do anything you want. Don't look for perfection. Just tell me how you feel in this pandemic. Has it affected your dance? Can you still dance? Show me something. If don't just show me something that you are still connected to your dance. And because she said it like that to all the students, and she has so many, they all just responded to her, and some of them have come up with beautiful videos and very inspiring ones, talking about how life has been difficult, that they cannot get whatever they want all the time, but they go on, they carry on, they don't give up. For now, I can't dance, but it's okay. I will do something else. Later on, maybe I can dance, or I'll dance through my cooking, or I'll dance through my baking, or I'll dance through my to my teaching. Whatever it is. So we are finding. Gita teacher has been getting her students to explore how they have been finding ways to help them cope, which is an important thing for all of us now here. Yeah. So once again, that movie that I saw, Navi Lera, that South Korean drama, this 70-year-old man was presented at a audition. And of course, he was nervous because there were so many other people who were so good, right? And so his dance teacher said to him, Mr. Sim, Haraboji means grandfather. It was a very respectful way of addressing it because he's 72 years old. He says, don't try to do well. Do it because you love it. Now, isn't that an amazing thing to tell people? Don't try to do well. Do it because you love ballet. So it's the same with us. Don't try if you feel that you have a lot of limitation and you have a lot of disadvantages, don't try to do it well. Do what you can, but most important, do it because you love it. And that's the spirit of the dance that will come. I've always believed in that, but it was said in such a beautiful way. Okay, now let's hear it from Sanggu. Sangamitra, if you could, what would you do to make dance an important part of your life?
Okay. Now I'm pretty sure all of y'all know that I am, of course, Geeta teacher's daughter, and as a person who grew up in the arts, that means both my parents were involved in fine arts, designing, and we sort of grew up. I sort of grew up in that environment, so everything that happened, I unconsciously absorbed everything, and somehow it latched itself onto me. And as I started growing up, it was it just happened. The time just passed, and classes happened, performances happened, and I could say honestly that when I was younger, like around 7 to 11 or 12, performance and dance was one thing that I really loved doing. And going for Amma's classes, or I just coming after school, finishing school, and then joining her classes and just dancing and sweating and just experiencing that moment of freedom really made me feel that this is something that is part of me. So I started finding out that this is important to me when I was in college. I just started college last year, and all this while I've been dancing because one, yes, my mother is a dance teacher and it's sort of been passed down to me. But then I started realizing why I was chosen to do this certain art form. And one thing, it has shaped who I am today, how I think, how I see other people, how I carry out myself as a person, how I engage with other people, for example. It has given me the confidence to believe that I can do anything, even if it's let's say now that I'm studying psychology and communication, I I believe that because of dance and what dance has given me and how dance has made me able to express myself, whether it's in movement or writing, I have this thought that no matter how hard it is or how hard it's going to be, I can face it, I can handle it, because that's what dance has taught me. And that's how I've been living my life for the past few years. If the times are hard, you just have to go through it, and you know you will get through it. So that's how I believe that for me dance is important, because it has taught me to just go through it and don't be afraid. So that's for me.
Okay, that's good to know. What about you, Giri?
Uh, if I had the opportunity, what could I do? What would I do? The way I'm visualizing it is to piece together the fundamentals of science that I love so much, because science, after all, is has started off from the very point of imagination, and dance is, as I would call, I mean, as it is called, an art form. In this case, Odyssey or Bharatanatyam, as what I have learned, the Indian classical dance forms that I have learned so far, they are visualizations. They are physical expressions, even though they are limited to to a person's body when a person moves. They are ways of exercising how we think, how we feel, and I think there's a very big possibility, there's a very big chance that I could somehow bring these two together, about how I could make um, the sort of monotonous, boring, and sometimes too technical aspects of dance for beginners more accessible, make it more understandable in layperson terms. If I were to help myself understand what would be the best way, what not even the best way, what would be the best approachable way to help myself understand. If I could make this more important in my life, I would I would definitely try and seize this moment right now that I'm studying, while I'm studying, to put dance in a language that our community can view, can access. It gives me a sort of wordless idea, that I can express, and that already amplifies its importance in my life. It already uh, it already gives me that sense that I can never go away from this one thing that I have been raised in. Dance and music is probably one of mankind's greatest inventions. Apart from all the machinery that we've created over the years, and each time we create machinery for a particular solution, it's always gonna backfire at some point, and then we're gonna create something else to try and uh, solve that problem, and then so on and so on. And it's gonna keep going. But for dance and music, it's ever changing, and there is no remnants left behind. There is nothing for us to clean up. There is only a memory of an expression, and people can reenact them. People can replay those memories. Like ballets in the Western world, ballets are replayed time and time again, and people still have the appreciation for it. I mean, if you think about it, where dance is concerned, I was telling my students this today. We were talking about how Pandit Birju Maharaji, when he performed, when you watch a Pandit like that, even just spend 15 minutes on stage, he can stretch those 15 minutes into an eternity, and you would not even feel it. And he doesn't even have to conquer the stage. All he has to do is he has to embody a character that he's playing. He has to show you he will show you an expression. He will emote a certain feeling. For example, if he's bringing out bhakti and he's describing he's attributing towards a certain deity. I was telling my student that there is a difference between what the performer is feeling and the intention that is coming across to the audience. My intention as a performer is not to make you feel the way I feel. I'm not supposed to tell you, or you should feel like this about this person that I'm trying to portray. Rather, the way I'm emoting should stimulate a certain response in you, and that is the feeling, that is your own feeling. That is something I find truly magical about dance and music, because it transcends all levels of anything concrete. So if I could put it into a lens which a person, a normal person could view in, I think I would achieve a small portion of the happiness that I have yet to achieve as I go along the way. Because after all, now that I think about this, I don't know what I'm going to get when I bring these two together. It's an interesting idea, that now that Appa has asked me that question. So yeah, I think I have a very good opportunity to make it as much more important as it already is.
Okay, Giri, thank you. Thanks, Manny. Let's hear what Grace has to say.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I think dance is the important thing in my life because, first of all, my mother tell me many stories about dance. She tells me that she started dance from 3 years old, and She also corrects me many mistakes that I did, and 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 I am so happy that my mother teaches me many things from her life, and and I love Giriana, Warning Chichi, and also Sangu Akka because they always teach me, and they are interesting, and I always and my mother always says that they are beautiful dancers, and I also think that I want to be like them. So, and teacher Geeta is the best teacher that I've ever met. I like her so much. And when I have solo classes, my parents say that I dance beautifully. I'm so thankful to Ketangal, Geeta teacher, Vaningakka, Sambhakka, and also Giri Anna. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Grace. That wraps it up for all of us. That's a grateful child for being able to learn from the people around her, from her mother, from the teachers, from that.
Grace, we miss you so much. It's so lovely to see you.
She always say that she want to become. Yeah, she always say that she want to become like Sangu Akka.
I also want to be like Sangu Akka, because she's such a good dancer,
But Anne, one more thing actually I just want to add here, because once I left dance and rejoined, and then I realized that it refine me, my discipline, all the qualities I gained from dance. It was with me, and it helped me to build a family, or even whatever I do. It maybe Vani can relate. Whoever left dance and rejoined, they can relate what I'm saying, because the qualities it's with us actually, and it's helped us whenever we go and a new path we choose and whatever we do. The dance gives us too many things, and
Yeah.
maybe the realization comes later.
No, it's okay. It's the same with all of us. It's the same with me too. Okay, so we have to call it a night. So Giri, can you take a picture, please? Everyone ready with your beautiful smiles? Okay.
Right.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And a lot of videos are coming up on YouTube on Geetha Teacher's channel. So watch. If you care to make comments, please do. It would help for those who made those videos. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Uncle Ted. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.